Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, April 13th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. All right, hold on. We have a ton of news to get to today, so this is going to be like the speed round for the daily news brief. So let's get right into it, shall we? A man was attacked with an axe along West Street in Annapolis on Saturday in daylight. The good news is that the police arrested a 30-year-old Annapolis man, and the victim also suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Tuesday, the police were called to AAMC for a shooting victim that had walked in. He advised that he was shot while in Annapolis, but police could not get any more specifics from the victim. They looked, they could not find a shooting scene, and there were no calls for shots being fired reported at around the time. So if anybody knows anything or has heard anything, please call APD at 410-260-3439. And this happened just before 9 p.m. on Tuesday, April 11th. Well, this sucks. One individual has been going to Tyler Heights Elementary School and vandalizing the school at night for several months now. He has defaced the building and the grounds with paint, and most recently he did it on Tuesday night. So far, the damages have exceeded $10,000, and it should be pretty easy to catch him because they now have some good images from video. You want to check them out at eyeonannapolis.net, and if you know anything, please contact the school at 443-482-9610. Another quick school note, because our winter this year stunk, the last day of school has been moved up. For the majority of kids in pre-K through 11th grade, June 13th is now the date that will be the last day of school. Seniors, you're done May 25th. There are a few other outliers out there. We do have them also at eyeonannapolis.net. But also remember, with the good comes the bad. School starts up again on August 28th. The city of Annapolis just hired a new assistant city manager, and now we have two, might be three, I lost count. Anyhow, Victoria Buckland was hired, and most recently she worked for the Montgomery County Department of Health and Human Services. Prior to that, she was a robotics engineer at Goddard. She does start today and will earn $133,000 per year. The position doesn't require any approval or permission from the council. Hey, just a heads up to put a date on your calendar and have some room on that credit card. Tickets to this year's Bands in the Sand will go on sale on May 1st. They are limited and they will sell out. The event is June 10th and will feature Misspent Youth, Jawworks, who are wonderful, and The Last Rebel, who is also absolutely wonderful. It'll be a spectacular night for a spectacular cause. Remember, tickets on sale May 1st, the event June 10th. All right, that's all I got news-wise. I told you it was a lot. Podcast stuff. Up this weekend on the Local Business Spotlight, we're speaking with Mike Carter from Annapolis Ghost Tours and Annapolis Tours and Crawls. Next weekend, we're going to hear from Superintendent Mark Bedell from Anne Arundel County Public Schools. And that is a wrap. As always, thank you for being you, and a thank you to the sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. So now you just need to hang tight because we have George Young from DC MDVA Weather standing by with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find. And of course, Trevor is here with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. All that coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, Nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, April 13th. Yesterday brought more great weather to the Annapolis region with tons of sunshine and warm temps, and it will stay warm through the weekend, especially today and tomorrow, but we'll have to watch for a chance of showers both Saturday and Sunday. Look for max sunshine again today with borderline hot temps outside in the mid-80s to maybe even 90-plus degrees in a few spots across Anne Arundel County, to be followed by more sun and very warm temps again tomorrow with highs in the low to mid-80s, followed by temps in the 75 to 80 degree range both Saturday and Sunday. But each day this weekend will come with a chance for some rain showers, though neither day should be a washout by any stretch. So plan accordingly, but plan to get out and about all weekend long for a great time across the region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DC MDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Wolf on the Wharf in Edgewater, on Saturday, they're doing a Shake It Off paint night, one of the last paint nights before they trade in paintbrushes for paddles as the weather warms up. The theme is your pup shaking off water, and Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road. Saturday, they have a Learn to Crochet a Baby Blanket class. On Monday, the Learn to Knit April sessions continue. And on Tuesday, there's Learn to Knit Socks. And registration is open for a toy knitting class coming up in May at Books for International Goodwill off of Defense Highway. Check out another one of their big book sales coming up this weekend. It's a big fundraiser for the Pearl Rotary Club. They have thousands of books for great prices. Tomorrow, the Creative and Performing Arts at South County in Edgewater is having another art night with a session for ages 7 through 10, as well as another session for ages 11 and up. This session's topic is recycled art. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing a story time and snack with local author Tracy Brown, with one session at 11 a.m. and another at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, check out Celebrate Spring Italian Style with Chef Alba as she highlights seasonal Italian dishes. Then on Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing Earth Day Dirt Pudding Cups. At Art Farm in Annapolis, tonight they're having a sketch night with a live model. Tomorrow there's a wood burning workshop for adults. Sunday they're doing an acoustic experimentation class, working with wax, for teens and adults. And on Monday, their first exposure photography class starts up again. And their kids' spring semester is in full swing. Starting this week, tonight, there's drawing and watercolor for ages 12 through 15. Then on Saturday, experimental art for ages 9 through 12 starts. And continuing this week, on Saturday, there's Kids Art School for ages 6 through 8. And on Monday, there's the Kids Art School for ages 6 through 8 evening session. Then on Wednesday, there's the Junior Kids Art School for ages 9 through 12. And registration is open for Kids Art spring and summer classes coming up soon, with classes such as beat making and mixed media for introverts. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, Saturday, at the Bush Annapolis Library, they're doing a sculpture garden picnic hosted by Art Farm, with a bunch of the sculptures made by David Hayes you've seen around town, all gathered in one place. Also today, Bush Annapolis is doing a crafternoon. Edgewater has a family STEM night with science magic, and Eastport Annapolis Neck has a teen art night. On Saturday, Eastport Annapolis Neck has Build It with Lego. Crofton has Ask a Master Gardener. Glen Burnie is doing an extravaganza storytime in Eggcraft. Linthicum has The Curious Chemistry of Amazing Algae. Riviera Beach has Lego Crate Challenge. And Odenton has STEM Saturdays doing art bots. On Monday, Odenton has Sewing 101. And then there's an online session with the Anime and Manga Club's Cosplay Virtual Workshop. On Tuesday, at the Severn Library, they're watching Fantastic Mr. Fox and having a craft night along with it. And Broadneck has their Broadneck Needle Crafters. On Wednesday, Bush Annapolis has Start a Seedling. Odenton is doing Learn to Crochet. Severna Park has a Lego Challenge. And Eastport Annapolis Neck has the Mad Hatters Knitting Club. Over at the Patuxent Lapidary Guild off of Defense Highway, Saturday they have their basic cabochon cutting class, teaching how to cut and Facet Gemstones. Then on Sunday, they have their Casting 101 Basic Lost Wax Casting class. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
It's opening weekend for the Bowie Bay Sox on April 14th, so make your way out for the best affordable family fun at Prince George's Stadium. Friday and Saturday night, the best fireworks shows in the region follow the game. And with a 1:05 start on Sunday, you can get a special ticket package for a pregame egg hunt or come out and run the bases postgame. Get your tickets now by calling 301-805-6000 or anytime online at baysox.com. The Bowie Bay Sox. Let us be your 9-inning vacation.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.